Hello everyone, this is your cncHD and we are back to the Command & Conquer 0 Hour World Series 2015. This time we are in the quarterfinals and we are looking at the beautiful map Lagoon version 2, created by Relax. And to introduce those players at the top position, we have the Super Weapon General in his cyan color, played by DoMiNaToR. DoMiNaToR fighting against Kassad at the top, at the bottom position in his green color GLA Vanilla. Both players went with random, and Super Weapon versus GLA. I remember that Kassad is a GLA player. So I think Kassad is going to win this first match. Also Super Weapon General, not the best army to get in the early beginning. And but let's see what DoMiNaToR is pulling out of this. DoMiNaToR is a very good and skilled player, so Kassad needs to be careful when engaging this pure domination. DoMiNaToR preparing a drop, and he wants to do an EMP drop at the main supply of Kassad. The main supply just went up, and DoMiNaToR doesn't have vision on this place, so he didn't place the Spytron there, but he placed the Spytron there, and there's the drop, and he is killing one worker. That's it, one worker, maybe a second one, but the second one running away, but getting killed by this dozer. Or terror car grab by Kassad, and driving kill to the bottom position to destroy this dozer. This dozer went on a rampage and killed like 4 workers there, and no car bug, but the car killed the own worker. So very poor worker being killed here by the own car. The terrorist didn't really care much about his own workers there. A terror attack is been prepared by Kassad, and Kassad only needs 4 terrorists to blow up some shit here. He could force fire this position, and he would be able to blow up those 2 buildings, but I think he's going to drive all the way around and then blow up the war factory. And let's see, we have a few Humvees there for DoMiNaToR, and the Humvee coming in to kill a few more workers. This is a huge loss there for Kassad, because he already lost so many workers there on the right side, and he is losing all 5 workers. All 5 workers are dead, and the terror attack coming in and deploying the terrorists at the top supply at the top left and blowing up this building. So this was a good strike there by Kassad, decimating the income of DoMiNaToR. Another technical on the way, but I believe this one has RPGs inside. There's a tunnel going up at the right flank, and 3 Humvees making their way down to the bottom. Second supply not being rebuilt yet. There's dozer being boxed in, and DoMiNaToR doesn't want to drive out of this boxing thing. Ambulance here, without doing its job there at the bottom on the battlefield. A technical going back into the tunnel and being repaired there, and I believe the Humvees want to kill some free workers. Oh, we have a big harassment there now, a big engagement by those tacticals, and I believe they have many RPGs inside, and the Humvees need to drive away, but just look at this, they are standing there deploying those missile defenders, and easy pick off there for DoMiNaToR. I didn't expect this. I thought he's going to lose a lot of Humvees, but instead he was just destroying all jeeps. The 5 RPGs now killing, trying to kill some missile defenders there, but no success. Tactical, picking off those 2 last missile defenders. 2 tunnels went up at the top right flank, and Kassad is able to flank this very nice. DoMiNaToR is completely aware of this. Just look at this vision. He sees most of the map. Oh, nice ranger drop there. Really nice action. You rarely see this range drop, but DoMiNaToR is using it, and DoMiNaToR now preparing for this attack of Kassad. Kassad with 3 technicals and 7 RPGs. And I believe this army will be able to take out this army if DoMiNaToR is not microing well enough. Technicals getting a free kill there and driving back into the tunnel. And there's no palace in production yet, and no one is going for the middle supplies yet. So both players are concentrating on their 2 supplies. Laser lock there on 1 tactical. And getting almost another one, and the Humvee is not attacking yet, but now they are forced to attack because otherwise this war factory will go down, and it is going down. Not going down. I think he is leaving some health points because of the Rangers, but now it's down, and big loss there for DoMiNaToR. Losing this war factory and not picking off so many units. So good strike by Kassad, doing this good harassment, and now the jeeps are on the way, but this is a scary army, and the war factory going up again, but no strategy center there yet. 4 Humvees here, and one very hurting ambulance. War factory went up again. DoMiNaToR on 700 cash, and a tactical coming in, and I believe it has some terrorists inside to blow up the war factory, and it also looks like a super tactical. Yes, this is a super tactical, so super on edge on this tactical, super damage, and this war factory is going down again. So another big loss there for DoMiNaToR, losing his war factory 2 times in a row. And yeah, so good attack there by Kassad. Oh, look at this jeep army, 7 jeeps. And the good thing is that DoMiNaToR doesn't have a strategy center yet, so the jeeps actually do some damage right now. With Search and Destroy, the jeeps wouldn't do so much damage. The Humvees could easily out-micro those jeeps. A 4th tunnel is going up at the right flank, and Kassad still not going for the middle supplies and not going for the Eulerx behind this aggression. So he's completely concentrating at the top right flank and having a lot of jeeps. It's like a bee swarm, swarming around, flying around. And there's the attack. The Humvees destroying the first jeep. There goes the second one. And nice defend there yet by DoMiNaToR, picking off so many jeeps without losing any units. Oh, that was a failed attack there by Kassad. Absolutely doing no damage at all. And all jeeps have been picked off. Command center going up there now for the DoMiNaToR. Or almost losing the second dozer. Almost. Super technical there to do some damage. Driving around here, fooling with the USA forces, now going back into the tunnel. It was a very good try there, and the command center is still not up yet, so DoMiNaToR is still not out of danger. A lot of jeeps there still for Kassad, so Kassad really going heavily for those jeeps. And now doing finally some good damage, picking off some Humvees there without only losing 1 jeep. And a super tactical again, driving to the top, searching for the dozer, and the dozer going back right into the chopper again, and doing now some damage on the war factory, just picking on the open wound and waiting for this dozer. Oh, big jeep attack there again from the right side, and all those Humvees are in big danger. And 2 Humvees there on the left side, out of position, protecting the dozer. Oh, but now losing so many jeeps. Oh, the first try was really good, but then he lost so many jeeps, but still very good try. This chopper only needs 1 more hit and then it is destroyed. Not going back into the chopper. because a super tactical there standing, waiting for this dozer. Or dozer being popped out again. And will this tactical pick this dozer off? No, it's driving away. So very good harassment there by Kassad. Constantly harassing the dozer. The dozer is not able to rebuild the command center, and a very good harassment there, like I said. 6 Humvees, 1 ambulance, but still a lot of jeeps there for Kassad, who is not going for the palace at all, but he's pumping out jeeps out of 2 arms dealers, not building a second or not building a third supply station. I mean, not going for the oil rigs. There's one left there to pick, and the DoMiNaToR now trying a second time to rebuild his command center. Harvey has been picked off, and Technical's driving now again in and trying to do some damage, but losing so many Humvees again. Oh, big loss there for Kassad, losing so many Humvees. And where's the Super Tactical? Super Tactical not there to pick off this dozer, and the command center is going up. So DoMiNaToR out of danger. He has the command center, and he is able to rebuild his production units. And there it is, there's the jeep, but it's not the Super Tactical. I believe he lost it, and don't know what this tactical is supposed to do. Maybe scouting the area. I believe it was for scouting purposes, or maybe searching for the dozer with those 2 RPGs inside. Oh, Spectre gunship on the supply stage, destroying it completely. And more tacticals coming in. More tacticals by Kassad, but still not doing any damage. Oh, I think he lost 50 or 60 jeeps in this game already. Now 2 choppers flying to the bottom, collecting resources, but Kassad has been defeated.
Victorious.
And a nice game. Nice 12 minutes there. I really like this match. A bit of a overspam there on jeeps, but the constant harassment by Kassad was beautiful to watch, and domination of DoMiNaToR also very good watch there, and very good game. DoMiNaToR now going to the second match with a 1-0 score against his opponent Kassad. And in the second match we are looking at a GLA Toxin General for DoMiNaToR, and we have a China Infantry for Kassad. So bit of a army luck there for DoMiNaToR. Toxin is very powerful against the Infantry General, and I'm curious to know what Kassad is going for as his strategy against the Toxin player. DoMiNaToR is choosing the fake barracks to get his worker faster to the bottom, to build this tunnel faster. I believe he's going to build it there somewhere. Yeah, by the looks of it, he's going to place it there, near to the building. And Kassad is going for full outposts, posts, I believe. And now there is the second supply going up, and an airfield. So Kassad going for the combat helix. But I think DoMiNaToR is going to spot this combat helix very early, and this would be crucial for Kassad. If DoMiNaToR is going to spot this, Kassad can throw away his tactic because it will not succeed. But luckily there's the supply truck, and will the supply truck be able to kill this worker in time? And yes, so good work there by Kassad, denying this detection. Oh, but DoMiNaToR sees this. DoMiNaToR sees all the tank hunters, and he is suspecting something fishy is going on. He sees those tank hunters, and now he should know that there is a combat helix on the way. But he's building a jeep, so maybe not expecting something fishy. No quad cannons yet in the tunnel. And there's the helix. Helix being filled up with units. And DoMiNaToR still not detecting it, but now he's detecting it. Now he sees it. Now he knows the helix is coming, but he has no quad cannons. There's the first quad cannon. But the Helix is on its way and will not succeed in rushing his enemy. So failed Helix already. Kassad cannot do the damage now because DoMiNaToR is prepared. DoMiNaToR can now build up all his quad cannons. And yep, good choice for Kassad not going into the offensive mode with the Helix. He needs it now as a defensive unit. Playing with it offensive will not make sense any longer. Cheap being picked off there, and the War Factory now directly going up after the Helix rush failed. But good for Kassad is that he didn't lose his Helix. Now the Helix cleaning up some buildings there, making sure that he has a free range with his incoming listening outposts. Look at this 5 quad cannons. But this is good. Now if DoMiNaToR is building more quad cannons, this will be actually very good for Kassad, because Kassad then can do absolutely incredible amount of damage with his listening outposts against those quad cannons. Oh, this minigunner will do the job against all those RPGs. Very good. Sacrificing the listening outposts to kill all those RPG units. Very good trade-off. But there are 6 quad cannons coming in and picking off all those units, but losing 1 quad at a try there. And supply truck on the way, but didn't kill 1 unit there. And another listening outpost has been picked off, and the flame tank now ready to create a flame wave. Oh, nice flame wave! Picking off 1 unit there, and the Helix coming in. Helix there to do some big ownage, but unfortunately getting picked off there. So didn't work very well there for Kassad with the Helix, but it was a good try. And the 2 Oildrags now belong to DoMiNaToR, who has now a big income with 2 supplies and 2 Oildrags. A Stinger site here against the Helix, and only 4 workers working here at the main supply. Here are 5 workers, this is good, but there are only 4. So maybe the 5th one went to toilet and never returned, and there he is. So maybe he had something to do on the toilet, which took him so long, but now he's there. Tunnel going up, but is being denied because of the incoming listening outpost and the 3 infantry units coming from the left to scout out some units, but the flame tank will take care of this. Oh, look at this, nice that DoMiNaToR is going for the supply stash very fast in the middle. So DoMiNaToR going for a very aggressive income, and 1 terrorist being popped out there, and the second one to take out the dozer. The quads hunting down the flame tank. Dozer has been picked off, and the worker now creating a tunnel there, but getting stopped by the Helix. Oh, flame tank didn't do so much damage there, and now the quad cannons coming in, and there's only 1 listening outpost to stop this attack, and the Helix will not do so much damage against those quads. More and more tunnels going up at the middle supply, but this is very good, and the 4th supply going up, so DoMiNaToR with a very awesome income. And this looks very bad for Kassad. DoMiNaToR has the advantage. He is so far ahead with his income and doing very good harassment with his GLA. And the second supply now going down. So Kassad only on 1 supply left with a Helix, and the Helix will not help him at all in this match. And yeah, this is just too strong. DoMiNaToR completely dominating this game and winning it very easily. Helix going down. Wow, this is just ownage there. Sad that the Helix at the beginning didn't work, and then it all went wrong there for Kassad, losing so much stuff, and now losing his barracks, and this is the GG. Kassad is not going to return out of this. Just look at the map, just look at this domination there. He sees all the map, he sees everything. He don't see the airfield, but then he sees everything. And now Kassad has been defeated, and DoMiNaToR now on a 2-0 score. In the third game we are going to see a China mirror game, but this is still random. We have a nuke general on the top position for Kassad, and we have a tank general for DoMiNaToR at the bottom position. This is an interesting matchup. Tank has its heavy tanks, but very slow, but still heavy. And the nuke has its very fast tanks, but they don't have so much armor, but can out micro the other tanks very good. So for example, the Battle Masters, they drive very fast, they do absolutely huge damage, but if they encounter another unit, they will get taken out very fast. On the other side, DoMiNaToR with his fast tanks, not so fast tanks, I mean with his very strong tanks, you group them up, you get horde bonus, and you just with 6 or 7 tanks in a group, you can do so much damage. And also the nuke detonation doesn't do so much damage against those battle masters of the tank general because of this heavy armor. But the problem with the tank general is that if you lose a few tanks, the enemy will get promoted very fast. And we can now see an airfield and a very forwarded second supply here in the middle, and it looks like we are going to see a fast helix against the nuke general. And let's see if Kassad is going to spot this. He is definitely going to spot this second supply, and maybe thinking that this is a third supply, because I think he is expecting a second supply there. And he's directly going there to hunt down this dozer and blowing up 3 tank hunters. And the second battlemaster picking off the dozer and now driving to the top. The helix is out, and was this dozer on the top position? Okay, I didn't know that you can hide the dozer here at top position. This is interesting. And it looks like, what is inside of this? Ah, there are some tank hunters inside of the helix. So, yeah, Kassad is completely aware of this helix now. I was distracted there because the dozer was on the top cliff there. Helix taking out the flame tank, and some Gatling tanks now on the way to deal with this helix. And now Kassad is spotting that there is no third supply for DoMiNaToR, so he knows what is going on here in this match. And the helix now searching for the Battlemaster, but missing it. But the Battlemaster is driving into the mines, so DoMiNaToR doesn't have to take care of this any longer. 3 Gatling tanks and 1 Battlemaster here, and the DoMiNaToR building many tunnels. There's the second one. And he has some tank hunters there on the left as well. Oh, bunker has been garrisoned, and now all the tanks need to retreat. The Battlemaster is taking out the dozer, and no more dozer for DoMiNaToR. So DoMiNaToR need to stick to this what he has. So war factory, barracks, airfield, and 2 supply centers. If he loses 1 production facility, he will be crippled very hard. Some Gatling tanks getting into safe positions to make sure that no helix is coming through. Slow Battlemaster on the way here. 2 Battlemasters for DoMiNaToR, and they are easily getting picked off there, not even taking out 1 single unit. And there's a second Battlemaster, but they will take out this Battlemaster. No. Nope. But there are tank hunters coming in. So DoMiNaToR doing some aggression there. And this Battlemaster is going down, and this one is very hurting and is being picked off there. And the Gatlings now coming in to deal with this tank hunter. But now Khazad will be without any battle masters against the other battle masters. And the Gatling tanks now have to retreat. And the Helix coming in, doing big damage against the new battle masters. But there's the Gatling tank with a second one. It's a good thing that Khazad left some Gatlings in his base against the Helix. Now there's the Overlord on the battlefield. This is something which DoMiNaToR cannot build any longer because he has no dozer. Building here on the left garrisoned, and the Gatling tank cannot get through. Getting through with only 1 health point, and the Helix is not flying into this Gatling tank. I think we will soon see a second Overlord in the mix and maybe a ECM tank. There's a second Overlord, and we also have a Black Lotus on the battlefield. 5 big battle masters with horde bonus. Now grouping up with the 6th one on the left. And the tank hunters of DoMiNaToR now taking out this Alderac because he knows that the Black Lotus is on the way and he don't want that his enemy is getting the oil, which I can understand. 3 Overlords now for Khazad and 3 Gatling tanks. Maybe we will see some subliminal messaging upgrade very soon for the Overlord tanks with their propaganda tower. All the battle masters taking out this tank hunter. And the second oil also been taken out there. Where's Black Lotus, by the way? I don't see her on the map. There's a Black Lotus. The beautiful black agent now running to the fire base to capture it. But there's 2 Helixes, and 2 Helixes will take out this fire base very quickly. Maybe a Helix would be perfect now for Khazad against all those battle masters. Firebase being captured and now taking out this bunker, but I think the Helix is now coming in, and there they come. Surprisingly, Khazad is not going for the third supply here in the middle. He could secure it with all his tanks. Bunker was almost taken out. There's no ECM in the mix, so this bunker can do serious damage, but 4 Overlord tanks are no joke to deal with. And the bunker easily has been taken out, and the slow battle masters on the left have to take all the way to the bottom, to the top. But now DoMiNaToR is using this moment that the units are outside of their base, and now using this moment and engaging and doing absolutely serious damage with those 2 Helixes. On the other side, Khazad is doing serious damage in the base of DoMiNaToR, and now being flanked there, being sandwiched by all those tanks. Meanwhile, the Helix is flying back because they have taken out the dozer successfully of Khazad, coming in and will take out all those Helixes. 2 Helixes already down, and the other 2 getting picked off there. This was a not so good attack by Khazad. And the Battle Master will drive into the mines. More and more tanks are swarming to the base of Khazad, and this was really not a good engagement at all by Khazad. There was a ECM tank there missing, and being sandwiched there by the battle masters and the missing outposts was also no good luck there for Khazad. Battlemaster, the Overlord tank really taking some serious damage there. But they are only battle masters, so those tank hunters can take out those battle masters eventually. They don't have the autoloader upgrade. Propaganda Center, wise decision to sell it. And there also this Helix is there, and there's a second one, and we can see now many Gatling tanks here coming to the top to deal with all those tank hunters. Just look at this, all those tank hunters there. Command Center now going up for Khazad, But this is looking very bad for Kasati right now. So waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right positioning of all the units and building up some more shit. I'm not very sure who has the biggest income here right now. They are both sitting on 2 supplies. Oh no, I think no, DoMiNaToR has 1 supply more, so DoMiNaToR has the larger income, I believe. Command center went up, and artillery strike is targeting the airfield and the supply. So this leaves DoMiNaToR on only 2 buildings left, and the bomber may be coming in. There's the bomber, but the bomber will take out those battle masters. Maybe. No, it's not taking out anything. That's also great. We're coming in to do some damage on those tank hunters and killing 7 of them or 8. This was a beautiful strike there with the MiG. And will Kasat defend this attack? There are many tanks of DoMiNaToR and they are all engaging now. The Overlord tank will be taken out very fast by those Battle Masters. And on the left side, the Battle Masters all been taken out by the tank hunters. The Helixes, one going down with all the tank hunters inside. And Kasat, surprisingly, defending this very well. I thought DoMiNaToR is going to destroy the space now, but Kasat, really good job there defending this position. DoMiNaToR now attacking from the left with those 2 helixes, but flying into a bunker and getting spotted there by all those Gatling tanks. There are many Gatling tanks in the base of Kasat, so you don't want to engage this with your helixes. The supply center survived, so 3 buildings left for DoMiNaToR. There's a supply truck army coming in now by DoMiNaToR. Oh, look at this, 6 supply trucks engaging on more supply trucks. Even more supply trucks engaging. They want to crush those tank hunters, but now getting all picked off there. And more supply trucks coming in. So this is a very aggressive strategy there, with a big supply truck own age now killing all those tank hunters, which are getting now into the bunker. And now the supply trucks are useless and didn't pay off so well for DoMiNaToR with the supply trucks. But interesting to see all those supply trucks. Now the 3 Battle Masters doing some serious damage there in the back, but the tank hunters are there ready to take out those Battle Masters. And will Kasat lose his command center, or will he keep it? The dozer is being blocked by the own tank hunters. And now the command center is being repaired. And DoMiNaToR has been defeated. He surrendered. He didn't have any more money or maybe production facilities to build up something. And yeah. So the first win goes to Kasat. And we have 2 wins for DoMiNaToR now and 1 win for Kasat. And the 4th match is bringing us a USA mirror. We have a laser general for DoMiNaToR and an Air Force general for Kasat. Air Force, very powerful USA army, and will definitely own laser general if you only look at the matchups. But considering that DoMiNaToR is a very good and skilled player, I don't think Kasat will just rape him because of the army, so it depends on the strategy now, which player is going to win the 4th match. We can see a supply center going up and a barracks ready to pump out some missile defenders to maybe prepare a drop, or maybe to prepare your base against the drop. And the war factory going up, the 2nd supply, and this looks like a standard build for the USA player. Missile defenders going to garrison the building, and a dozer for the fast aggression, building a fast barracks there. What is going on? Very forwarded barracks there, and also a drop incoming. Big drop incoming by DoMiNaToR, and I think he's going to put down a laser turret on the hill. Oh, so he's dropping missile defenders on the hill. Those are in a very beautiful position there. It's very hard to get those at just look at those. What the fuck? Didn't even know that you can run around this cliff. What is going on? What in the hell? Maybe this should get fixed. I mean, this is not right there. I mean, even the dozer getting on the top, this is not right. I think this is some bug of the map. Forwarded barracks will be taken out by Kassad. And the 4 missile defenders now taking out the dozer. And Kassad only on 1 dozer left. Barracks still alive. Some rangers try to get this Humvee out of their base, forwarded base I mean. And barracks is gone. The missile defenders are gone. No, they're not gone there, but they're running around there. And another forwarded barracks going up. So DoMiNaToR really loving his forwarded barracks. Humvee getting through. And this means big trouble there for DoMiNaToR right now, because he cannot build any more shit. The Humvee is standing there and will snipe all units which will get out of those 2 barracks. So DoMiNaToR here with 4 barracks. Just look at this, 4 barracks. A lot of barracks here going up for DoMiNaToR. So maybe he wants to fool around and enjoy his game and maybe entertain the viewers. Or almost laser locking down the chopper there, and many units coming in by DoMiNaToR, but being stopped by the Humvees of Kassad. And the bad thing for DoMiNaToR is that he has no more income. 0 income left for DoMiNaToR. The Humvee, why did it went out of this beautiful position? So all the missile defenders cannot be produced. Oh, there's 1 oil derrick, 2 oil derricks there for DoMiNaToR, so I didn't see this, so he has some income left. Wasn't aware of this, so DoMiNaToR is not out of the game yet. Laser locking down this chopper, but it's surviving because of the awesome pinpoint defense. And the Humvee now is standing behind the other 2 barracks, waiting for some units to get out. Missile defender here camping the supply center, the supply dock of DoMiNaToR, and the dozer here has been dropped to build up some shit, maybe a war factory. And there we can see 3 Humvees, the ambulance being laser locked down, a nice laser lock on another Humvee. And those missile defenders cannot laser lock on the Humvee because the building was in the way, and Kassad needs to deploy all those units, and he has 3 very hurting Humvees there. But it still looks very good for Kassad, and DoMiNaToR regaining some income here. He has now 1 chopper gathering resources there, and he still has 1 oil derrick. So this means he can still produce units, but now 3 Humvees now moving here to the top position to destroy this main base, and there's not a lot of units. There are not a lot of units. While losing his chopper there at the bottom side, and I still favor Kassad in this match because he has those Humvees, and DoMiNaToR without so much income. But then Kassad also has only 1 supply income. I put this even with the oil derrick there. Not as much, but an oil derrick also generates very much money. And DoMiNaToR has been defeated, so this means 2-2 for Kassad and DoMiNaToR. So fast 5 minutes. DoMiNaToR here going for a very interesting and nice strategy with all those barracks. Was very entertaining to watch. And Kassad going for some fast spread out attacks with his Humvees and attacking every place on the map with his Humvees. And yeah, so let's go over to the 5th game, in which we can see a USA vanilla general for DoMiNaToR and Kassad getting GLA vanilla. This is still random, so both players getting those vanilla generals. Maybe they switched over to Command and Conquer generals to get the GLA vanillas and USA vanillas. Maybe they said, screw 0 hour, we are going to generals and battle it out on an old school game. Okay, so one supply going up there for DoMiNaToR and a second supply on the way, so no echo build, no echo build there for DoMiNaToR, so standard 2 supply build. On the other side, a standard 2 supply stash build for Kassad. You're also running around here with terrorists, trying to grab those terror cars to drive into the base of DoMiNaToR to pick off some dozers, and DoMiNaToR wants to box his dozer in, and he also wants to drop, so he's dropping there at the second supply of Kassad, killing or almost killing this one worker there, but the terror car driving back, getting blocked by the worker, and now getting bugged. Oh, I think the car's bugged, and yep, the car's bugged. Yep, car's bugged. Screw it. This happens if you drive into the back of a dozer, the car will get bugged. Bad luck for Kassad not being able to get this dozer with the car, and now the car is useless. And will this dozer kill all those poor workers? I mean, they're lining up and ready to get killed, and oh, the dozer using this advantage and killing 4 of those poor workers. Just crushing them. And there are the Humvees in production. The dozer is boxed in. But DoMiNaToR only on 1 supply left. And there's a tactical maybe dropping some terrorists. No, he's deploying RPGs. But 5 RPGs against 3 Humvees is not enough. And this tactical 3-star promoted. But I don't think it will help Kassad very much. And the technical already gone. But was able to kill some missile defenders there. Yeah, there's the car. Just hiding behind a tree. Very sad. Not able to kill something. Very sad moment there for the terrorist. Sitting inside the car. Being useless as fuck. He cannot blow himself up. For many virgins. So poor terrorist, he didn't succeed in his life, and now he's sitting there and maybe drinking some beer. Okay, so 3 Humvees and 1 ambulance are now on the way to the left, spotting this tunnel, and Kassad cannot finish this forwarded tunnel, but he has this forwarded tunnel in the middle, and he's deploying 5 tacticals. Which reminds me of the first match where we saw a lot of tacticals. So maybe we are going to see this again for a second time. But this time Kassad is going for the 3rd supply stage. So this time he's doing it right. Behind the aggression, he's building up his supply stashes, he is capturing the oil derricks. So this is what I would like to see, this is what I want to see, and this is good. So Kassad doing everything right, behind the aggression, building up his base and increasing his economy. But this rebel not being able to capture the oil derrick, the jeeps weren't able to deny this kill. And maybe we will see a palace very soon. This would be great. And what was that? That's the palace. So very good for Kassad. Going for the palace. So he's doing absolutely right things, absolutely correct things. He's going for 3 supply stations, 1 palace. And I believe he's going to win this match if he's continuing with those right steps. But those are a lot of Humvees, but the tacticals using this moment to engage and kill some missile defenders here in the base of DoMiNaToR, and now driving back, deploying 2 RPGs. Oh, but now deciding to attack. Why did he decide to attack? He needs to get away, and he's getting away. You don't want to engage this with your jeeps. You definitely don't want to do this. And those are still hiding behind his 3 buildings, not building up a strategy center. And this would be the right moment for Kassad to engage the base again. And it looks like he's going to sandwich those Humvees with the RPGs and the technicals. But the sandwich did not work. And the sandwich failed. It landed in the sand and is not tasty anymore. So he needs to get away. He lost a lot of technicals. And the RPG is now getting killed there by the Humvees. And this now looks very bad for Kassad. He lost a lot of technicals, and this is a very scary Humvee army, but there is still no strategy center for DoMiNaToR up, so Kassad still has a chance to engage all of this. Now a chopper pointing out the middle finger to those workers and saying, haha, this is my supply, you know, gathering all the supplies there from the middle. But RPG has been deployed, but getting killed by the Humvees and the technical driving away. And I believe now is the right time for DoMiNaToR to build up his strategy center. Big scary army engaging and spotting this palace which is garrisoned. And good luck to DoMiNaToR getting through this palace. He will not go through this palace at all. Technicals now attacking the Humvees from the left and getting 1 kill there, but they should drive away. He's losing a lot of technicals again. Oh, nice suicide attack there, getting a lot of missile defenders. But the threat is still there. Oh, and we now have snipers. Big snipers on the way, and somehow the second dozer is gone, and there it goes. So it's building up a 3rd supply center. And maybe a strategy center after this. There's the first rocket buggy. And we have a 4th supply, no, better say the 3rd supply for Kassad in the middle. And I believe he still has this Aldrich. Or Jamkel needs to be very careful because of the snipers. If there's a sniper in the Humvee, GG Jamkel. And there is the command center, and I believe after this the strategy center is going to follow. DoMiNaToR now building up a lot of shit. Oh, Humvee being sniped. And we have 3 rocket buggies for Kassad, but no upgrade yet for the rocket buggies. But there's the black market, so the upgrade is on the way to make some fast ownage possible. Those rocket pods, they can destroy so many Humvees. Only 4 Humvees left, but there are more incoming, and an A-10 missile strike on the tunnel, getting 1 of it. And Jamkel has a lot of luck that there's no sniper in the Humvees. Getting back into the tunnel, but I believe the next Humvee will have some snipers inside. And good thing for DoMiNaToR is that there are not so many garrison buildings for Kassad, so the Humvees don't struggle a lot with those buildings. And now ready to take out those tunnels. And is the strategy center going up? Yes, it is. So we will soon see search and destroy, and this means a lot of trouble for Kassad. Still no rocket pods, and there are the rocket pods. So now the fast ownage is activated. Aldrich is being under attack, and Kassad is about to lose his Aldrich. Not good at all, losing this Aldrich. A second arm sealer going up, but I don't think he can afford to arm sealers. His main supply is almost depleted, and the second supply, he cannot afford to splice with only 1 supply. He lost his Aldrich. Let's take a look at the cash. 6,000 cash! Okay, so he can afford it. But not for so long. But 6,000 cash! Holy shit, why does he have so much money? I mean, how the hell did he get 6,000 cash? DoMiNaToR on the other side, 4,000 cash. What is going on with those two players? Hoarding so much cash. Supply drop zones going up for DoMiNaToR. And only one black market there for Cassard. Oh, the quad cannon attacking those choppers, but not getting a single one there. Oh, this is a scary army. But Cassard has the right counter unit, and this is called Rocket Buggy. Those rocket buggies will take out those Humvees with ease. Quad being picked off, and there should be a rocket buggy attack, and there it is. So rocket buggy pop out, but encountering those missile defenders. 3 supply drop zones for DoMiNaToR. And he's also now gathering cash from the left side of the middle. Oh, losing one rocket buggy there to the missile defender. Bad luck. And the choppers again going to gather resources from the middle and not paying attention to this. Now paying attention to this. Still only one black market. And why is there a missile defender on the cliff? How did he get there? And there are no snipers in the Humvees, and they are taking out this bunker with losing a full Humvee. Oh dear. What is this? A ranger drop? Oh, losing so many Humvees there. Yes, a ranger drop. Oh, look at this. Losing 4 rangers at try. Bit of a fail there with the ranger drop. And this one ranger now capturing the supply stash, I think. And the rocket bug is easily taking down all those Humvees. So very good there for Cassard. And he's now attacking the workers. Losing one rocket buggy there because of the cliffs. 4 supply drop zones for DoMiNaToR. And 8-10 missile strike coming in, but absolutely failing. This was a horrible 8-10 missile strike. Command center now going up for Cassard, and this gives Cassard cash bounty now. But still only one black market. So DoMiNaToR has the advantage with the income. Second barracks going up, and we have Colonel Burton on the battlefield. Colonel Burton here ready to take out some workers, do some nice knife attacks. For example, against his bread. Every morning he's doing a knife attack against his bread, knifing his toast out of with a very sneaky attack against his toast every morning. Okay, Colonel Burton here running on the left now to the bottom, but he will run into tunnels. And he cannot get through there. There are too many tunnels. Cassard placed tunnels everywhere. No chance for Colonel Burton to get through. Not even here. He will definitely get spotted by the tunnels. And he sees it, and he is running to the right, and he will definitely see more tunnels. And now there are some black markets going up, and a quad cannon here in position to guard those supply piles. And we have tomahawks now. Tomahawks ready for DoMiNaToR to take out those quads. And we have more Humvees on the way, but the Humvees will be taken out by the rocket buggers. But there's a Colonel Burton standing, and he's now opening fire on those rocket buggies, getting 2 of them. But Jamkel being deployed there. Oh, and he's sniping Colonel Burton in the ass, giving him a second asshole. Good job there by Cassard, scouting this very fast, placing down a radar scan and deploying Jamkel and sniping Colonel Burton. This was fast action and a good move by Cassard. What are those rockets doing? They're flying in circles and not reaching that. What? What? What is wrong with those tomahawks? Almost destroying his own strategy center there. And more supply drop zones going up for DoMiNaToR. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 supply drop zones. This is massive. And Kassad needs to be careful that he's not losing all his rocket buggies to tomahawks, and there it goes. So losing many rocket buggies to those tomahawks now. And where does this rocket go? Where does this missile go? And will Kassad get some free shots on those tomahawks? I mean, he could drive in and get those tomahawks with 2 rocket buggies. Tomahawks now attacking the tunnel, but this may be a mistake. Humvees now trying their luck to get some free kills at the bottom. Rocket buggies not careful enough with the missile defenders and losing 1 there. The quad not enough to take out those missile defenders. Supply stash is gone. And the black market is being sold. Good choice there. Missile defender is still standing there, getting some free vision. Oh, look at this vision of DoMiNaToR. He sees a lot. Another failed attack with the 8-hand missile strike. What is up with those 8-hand missile strikes, by the way? They are failing the whole game through. Now, taking out those tomahawks. Good thing there. Those were 3 tomahawks, man. And now Kassad will lose some black markets. Rockbug is not there to face the infantry, but they should face the Humvees instead. And he's driving down to the bottom. It's a good choice there. Doing some damage on those infantry guys. And more rocket buggies. And there's finally 1 quad cannon. So Kassad definitely needs more quads. In the meantime, we have more supply drop zones going up for DoMiNaToR, who is increasing his cash a lot. Laser lock on the rocket buggy, but Jamkel now on a rampage, but he needs to be careful of snipers, and there definitely is 1 sniper. And more Humvees from the top, sandwiching those rocket buggies. Oh, losing so many rocket buggies. And even more Humvees coming in, but the Tomahawk doing some weird shit there, driving next to the tunnel. What is this Tomahawk going to do right now? What is this? Ah, okay, so it's attacking this tunnel. Interesting. And, wow, the sniper killed Jamkel there. Poor Jarman. And this looks very good for DoMiNaToR. This doesn't look very good for Kassad. DoMiNaToR is gaining the advantage because he has so much money because of all of his supply drop zones. Just look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 supply drop zones. And I think DoMiNaToR is going to win this match because he has so much money and he has all this vision and he has this OP missile defender standing on this cliffs doing absolutely nothing but scouting the area.
Unit lost.
4 armies on the way, and but there are still rocket buggies, so the Humvees need to be careful. Maybe Avenger should be good to, or 2 airfields, yeah, or maybe 2 airfields. Okay, so airfields against the rocket buggies, good choice. Going for Comanches. Another ranger drop. Hopefully this time not dropping the rangers on the cliff. And he's stopping them there, but there are 3 quad cannons to take out those rangers. So not very sure what he had in mind with those rangers at the bottom left side. The deploying all those missile defenders, and there are still no battle bosses for Kassad. I don't think Kassad has enough income to afford those battle bosses. He is struggling a lot with the income because he only has one black market and he has to rely on cash bounty. Instead of his enemy who has like 9 supply drop zones to get a lot of money. And DoMiNaToR going for Raptors. Interesting choice. So Raptor is his choice, not going for Comanches, but Raptors. I like this choice. You rarely see Raptors for a USA general who is not Air Force. Colonel Burton getting away. But what a waste of a Tomahawk this was. And 2 more Tomahawks in the way. But DoMiNaToR can afford those losses. He's even building more supply drop zones. So if we have enough money, just build more income. Just more. Give me more. Jam here. No, Colonel Burton took out a worker. Running around there. But no Jam there inside to take out Colonel Burton, but I believe Kassad has no money. And Kassad will be defeated very soon because of money problems. DoMiNaToR even building more supply drop zones. And the attacks of DoMiNaToR are getting stronger and stronger every time. And on the other side, Kassad's attacks getting weaker and weaker every time. Because no money. Some Raptors coming in to take out this tunnel. We're almost losing it to the palace. And this is like a supply drop zone swarm. And all those quads are distracted by those planes. Spectre gunship coming in to take out the last remaining income of Kassad, and there it goes. Its head been taken out. Colonel Burton surviving this match. And now Kassad on 0 income. Now he needs to have cash bounty, which he has, and he needs to kill units, but he doesn't have any more units. He has this quad, and he has 2 more units in the tunnel, and he has John Camp. But that's it. Oh, what a nice hit that was. How did he know that there's Colonel Burton? I mean, he was there all the time, but scanning this position right in the right moment, this was beautiful for Kassad. Man, what a nice shot there with Jam Kell. Missile defender here still standing and scouting. And now the bomber coming in. Bomber ready to take out this. Yep, to take out nothing. And now Humvee's getting in, and they will pick off the tunnel very easy. Easy match for the Humvees. They only need to fear the palace, but that's it. Rocket Buggy there was a bit greedy, but getting back into the tunnel. And Jam Kell enjoying the ranger drops. What is up with those ranger drops at the bottom left side? DoMiNaToR really loves to drop them here. It's like he has an auto drop. As soon as it is ready, just drop them here. No matter what. The enemy has 1,000 tunnels there. Fuck it. Drop those rangers. Just drop them here. Okay, this army will definitely finish off Kassad's base. And I definitely like that DoMiNaToR is going for Raptors. I really like this. And DoMiNaToR even going for more supply drop zones. Just because he can. A fuel bomber coming in, which is targeting the palace. 8 missile strike. taking out 2 quads, and the palace really hurting there. Some nice raptors will definitely take out this palace, or maybe some tomahawks. And this is GG. Khazad now will be defeated. Not losing first one Humvee there, but now the rocket buggy is gone, and only 3 quads are remaining for Khazad, and they are going to be taken out now. Losing Jamkel, and this is GG. Khazad losing this match, and this means 3 wins for DoMiNaToR, who then only needs 1 more win to go into the semi-finals. Okay, I think now Khazad is writing GG, well played. Not sure why he is not surrendering yet. In the meantime, we can take a look at the prize, at the prize pool. We have $250 to grab, which is a lot of cash, a lot of shit to get. And this lot of cash is sponsored by GameReplace.org, Zaxxon, cncHD, Nashwoods, Alancore, and Downforce Recordings. So those are the 6 sponsors of this tournament, who were thinking like, man, give those players money, they deserve it, and we want to see some good matches, and they fight for honor, and we get some good matches to see, and this is good.
You are victorious.
And this World Series so far has been a great success. I'm really enjoying this tournament, and those are some very good games between DoMiNaToR and Khazad in the quarterfinals. Okay, so like I said, DoMiNaToR on 3 wins, Khazad on 2 wins. DoMiNaToR only needs 1 more win. And in the 6th match, we are going to look at another China mirror. This time we have China Vanilla on the top position, and we are looking at a China tank for DoMiNaToR. DoMiNaToR getting the army luck. This time tank very strong against China Vanilla. China Vanilla just overall a big shit army. I personally like China Vanilla. China is my favorite army. It always was in Generals Vanilla, but here in Zero Hour I also like China Vanilla. It's, in my opinion, it's a good army. But if you take the opinion of all other players, China Vanilla is a big shit, huge pile of shit, and not worth it to pick. And it looks like Khazad going for 2 supplies and an airfield. Not an airfield. And an airfield. So Helix on the way for Khazad. Nice choice as a China Vanilla player going for the Combat Chinook. On the other side, as expected, 2 war factories going up behind 2 supply centers to enable this Gatling Battlemaster Dragon Tank spam against his enemy. I don't think DoMiNaToR knows what's coming to him. I don't think he knows that there's a Combat Chinook on the Combat Helix on the way. Forwarded barracks here to secure the middle buildings. Let's take a look at the vision. DoMiNaToR is not aware of this Combat Helix, and but he has Gatling tanks, and Gatling tanks are enough to take out the slow Helix. Now Helix being prepared and ready to attack the base of DoMiNaToR. Flame tank here engaging the bunker on the left side, and the Helix is going to choose the middle path, and now it's going to choose the right path. Destroying the flame tank, destroying the Gatling tank. The flame tank might be able to destroy the supply center, and it's going to be very close. Is the flame wave going to be able to destroy the supply center? And it's not, but it was very, very close. Gatling tank almost taking down this Helix. and like in 2 or 3 games before, Kassad is choosing to have this Helix in the defensive position and not going to play aggressive with it. But it's a good choice, because against all this Gatling spam, it wouldn't be a good decision to be the aggressor with a Helix. Listening Outpost is the perfect counter unit to those Gatling tanks, but there is a counter Listening Outpost. But Kassad keeps his Listening Outpost. The Helix need to stay on the ground, otherwise it will get shot down. Another Helix on the way for Kassad. And DoMiNaToR swarming the base of his enemy. There's a third supply. It went up behind the aggression. I like this play of DoMiNaToR. Aggress the enemy and build up your income. That's good. Helix is ready to attack again and is going up into the sky. But there are too many Gatling tanks on the map, so the Helix needs to be very careful. It's taking out those units now and can be repaired again, because it took so much damage. More Gatlings and Listening Outposts on the way by DoMiNaToR, and a 4th supply went up. So DoMiNaToR on 4 supplies, and now it should be a good time to build up the propaganda center. There it is. So DoMiNaToR making every step right, being the aggressor and building up a lot of shit. But now he is building an airfield. He's not going for the propaganda center. He wants this airfield. And once the airfield is up, he can build a Helix and fly into the back of his base, where is nothing but Listening Outposts. And Listening Outposts against the Helix, not a good counter unit. Listening Outposts not good against Helixes. And I think DoMiNaToR is smelling this, and this is the reason why he's going for an airfield. Or maybe he's going for mix. Mix against Listening Outposts are very good. Maybe this is the reason why he's going for an airfield. But what I know is that DoMiNaToR is definitely going to win this match. Just look at this map vision, this map control. He is everywhere on this map. He has a huge income, and he is being the aggressor all the game through, all the game long. And he's going for mix to pick off those Listening Outposts. The flame tank getting through, and this will be massive. Now the supply center and the barracks will be taken down, and the Dragon tank is doing an absolutely incredible good job there, but now being taken out by 2 Helixes. And there is also no black napalm on the way. This means more damage for the mix, and those Listening Outposts will be taken out very fast and soon, and there they go. So nice attack there by DoMiNaToR, destroying those Listening Outposts. The flame tank has absolutely no chance and is taken out. The power will soon go down, and the 3 Helixes are going to attack the base of DoMiNaToR now. But 3 Helixes against all those Gatling tanks? I kind of disagree with this attack. And all those Gatling tanks now getting back. Mix shooting down 1 Helix. And there are the Helixes inside of the base of DoMiNaToR. And losing the next 2 Humvees, the next 2 Helixes. And that's the game. That's the GG. Bunker being flamed down. Kassad writing GG. Well played. Good luck for the semifinals, and 4 wins, 2 wins for those both players. DoMiNaToR with 4 wins, Kassad with 2 wins, and DoMiNaToR going into the semifinals against 3 other big professional players, and they all want the money. They want the money, they want the glory, and they want the honor of beating this World Series. And those were some very good 6 matches. I really liked those, I enjoyed those very much, and very well played by both players. So this is your cncHD. Thank you very much for watching, and bye bye.